I've experienced a lot of bad game design, sometimes bordering on incompetent, but soft-locking your own game when you open the premium cash shop? That is a special type of terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm Josh Hayes, and this is Worst MMO Ever, a show where I find the worst MMOs I can find and play them so you don't have to. Drop a like on the video or sub to the channel for more MMO stuff, and ring the bell for all the future notifications. As usual, a big thank you to all the supporters on Patreon and Twitch. More on how you can support at the end. For now, let's begin. I receive a lot of requests for specific MMO games to be played on this series, so this is the start of me working my way through that list. Today we are playing 9Dragons, an Eastern MMO focused on martial arts. Originally released back in 2007, developed by Juguan Games, it's been passed around publishers from Acclaim to Gamers First and now sits with Red Fox Games. It's on Steam and is just over 3 GB, so let's give it a go. First choice, which server? Pleasant or normal? Well, I'm all about the authentic experience, so we'll go with normal, and I've got to be honest, this title music is awesome. Character creation, and it's not awful, but there are issues. I mean, I'm glad they've got listed numbers for face shapes and hairstyles so you know which one you're looking at. I've been missing that, but the text on the left is awkward to read because of the textured background. With my martial arts avatar setup, we join the world of 9Dragons. Graphics aren't awful. This isn't a WASD movement game though. You need to left click to move and hold right click to swing the camera around, and it's crashed. Within 5 seconds, the game detected unauthorized activity and died. What a fantastic start. Now, I didn't know this at the time, but I really should have trusted this first impression experience because it does not get better. Reboot the game and we are back in. The left click movement does take some getting used to, but I mean, it's responsive enough, so that's nice. But with many lower budget or hardcore MMOs, there's very little direction given to the player. And 9Dragons does very much subscribe to the design school of figure it out, which works if your game is fun to play or relatively self-explanatory, but this is an Eastern martial arts MMO. It is neither of those things. I tap into my years of crack MMO training and talk to the NPC with the exclamation mark above their head. They probably have a quest for me, and they do. They explain that vagabonds have been joining martial art clans, and I am probably one of them. She asks if I know about stats, so I choose no, explain them to me, and the game says press this button to open the stats menu. I'm sorry, what button, game? What is that symbol meant to be? Is that the @ symbol? Is that a heavily stylized C or S? I think, you know what, I'll just open the keybind menu and see what key it was meant to be, but no, there is no keybind menu. There's a game menu and a video and sound menu, but no keybinds. You can't rebind anything. You can't even check what keys are bound to do what. I click this escape button on the menu. It doesn't do anything, so I cancel the escape and it says escape cancelled, and oh, that symbol was a C. Right, okay, now we are making progress. Puzzle 1 down. Upgrading your stats is a needlessly complicated system. You can see your stats, and you can see your spare points at the bottom, so you'd think you just click the little plus icon, but no, you have to click plus, and this opens a box, and then you enter a number in this box, and now every time you click plus, it will increase the stat by the number you have entered in the box. But it doesn't explain this to you. We get told more about leveling. There are 18 levels, but each level is subdivided into 12 chengs, and you level your chengs by doing various things, and then at maximum cheng of a level, you can advance to the next level by chi breathing. But as the game lets us know, you can just fail. You can fail to breathe properly and get temporarily blocked from leveling up. I think they've tried to simulate martial arts belts, but they've not really done a very good job. Speak to the village elder and they tell us to join a clan. Now, you'd think they would explain what the clans are and then ask you to pick one afterwards, but no. They ask which one you want to join first, and then when you click on a clan name, it gives you a breakdown of who they are and what they stand for, and then asks, are you sure? And if you're not sure, you have to restart the conversation and pick a different clan to read about them instead. Why have you done it this way? This is such a stupidly convoluted way to deliver information. Just have a breakdown of all the clans and then a list to pick from. Not this conversation tree monstrosity. Anyway, I decided to join the Brotherhood because they value money and use a spear, and if Lindy Beige has taught us anything, it's that spears are just bloody brilliant. Pressing Q opens the quest list. It is fine if a little bit cramped. Choosing a quest you're on opens the minimap and then highlights where to go with little red flags. And clicking one of those red flags, there it is. There's the auto run. Here's a really bad bit of design. This is the edge of the map and I need to talk to an NPC close to the edge. Now the edge links to a new area and my cursor turns into the change area icon. But the change area option is so powerful that even when I hover my cursor over the NPC I need to talk to, it still registers as change area. I have to click on this guy's leg to actually talk to him. Right, the quest chat is janky as hell and all NPCs have the talk option, but you never ever want to use this. It is fluff and it breaks quest chains. You should only ever choose the response option in the text body on the right hand side, not the big buttons down below, or you will get caught in conversation loops and need to end and restart the whole interaction. Although this dude does offer to teach me Kung Fu. Oh, also the text just overflows the graphic box backgrounds and this happens all the time. When you learn a new Kung Fu skill, you must master it, and you do that by clicking the stop the ball when it's in the red mini game. Having taught martial arts for many years in real life, I can confirm this is 100% historically accurate. This is exactly how Kung Fu was and still is taught. I learned the basic spear attack by fighting this dummy, the basic attack of 3 complex slashes, 3 high kicks and a thrust. And then I angle the camera this way, click to leave, and I run backwards to change area. Right, you have to understand this. The leave area click box is actually a giant invisible 3D asset box, and while I may have the camera angled to look this way, with the camera zoomed out, that asset box is technically still on screen, making my clicks make me run back toward the gate. This is just lazy design. For the next quest, I need to deliver someone's lunch using the light foot skill, and the light foot skill means, it means hold Alt, the camera zooms out, and you activate unlimited stamina Naruto run mode. You literally never stop. You can full on crouching tiger, hidden dragon sprint your way across the entire map. I arrive to deliver the lunch and oh damn, other players. I'll try and chat to some people later. Now, because I've played quite a few bad MMOs, I noticed the small touches, like the fact they have one dog barking sound effect and it is looped with no break. Just have a listen and see how long it takes you to start getting annoyed at this. Took me about 10 seconds after I noticed it. Deliver the lunch, return and get asked, do you know chi breathing? I say, no, I don't know chi breathing. And they say, just try it. What? I just told you I don't know what it is. You need to explain what it is, not just say, oh, go and try it. What kind of advice is that? That's like saying, if you're sad, just be happy. If you're poor, just have money. If you don't know what chi breathing is, just chi breathe. It's easy. So it turns out chi breathing is a minigame. You left click when a white yang tile is highlighted, right click when a black yin tile is highlighted, and click both mouse buttons for a neutral blue tile. It is a linear minigame and, oh, small side note, you'll instantly die if you get attacked while doing this. I now get told to open my Kung Fu menu. How? You haven't listed any keybinds. There isn't a Kung Fu icon on the screen I can click, so I guess I'll just press every button until the Kung Fu menu opens. And this is where I messed up. I went along the top row of keys on the keyboard. W equips and unequips your weapon, U targets yourself, I is the inventory, but P is the problem. P for problem. Pressing P makes you meditate. And while meditating, you regain your hit points, your mana, your chi, basically you restore everything, but while meditating, you can't do anything else. Now the good news is, while meditating, I discovered the Kung Fu menu was actually S for skills. The bad news is, while meditating, you can't do anything else. Literally, at all. You cannot move. Pressing P again doesn't stop you meditating. Clicking doesn't cancel it. Opening menus makes no difference. Once you start meditating, that's it. You're meditating. I got confused and had to Google this, and according to the game's wiki, there is no known way to manually cancel your own meditation once you have entered it. You will meditate until you are fully healed or an enemy attacks you, but I was fully healed when I started, so how do I stop this? The game basically locks you into meditating until it decides, okay, you're good now, you can play the game again. I am stuck meditating for 4.5 minutes until I finally stand up, and for the rest of my playthrough I am extra careful to never press the P key. Having a recover your health resting system is fine. Having no way to manually cancel it in a game about martial arts, you know, mastery over your own body, is a bit dumb. Next up is the talk to everyone in town questline. This artificial gamification is made even more obvious because the NPCs you need to talk to are literally standing in a line. You go from one to the next. And then finally we get some deep, involved, emotional, character-driven writing. Have you seen my hat? It's on your head. Truly, an MMO plot that will be remembered for years to come. I need to get some twigs from some tree stumps, and the tree stumps are inside a bandit camp. So I run past the bandits and don't seem to be aggroing them, but oh, no I was, and they all attack me. So, combat. First off, you need to switch from peaceful stance to fighting stance, otherwise clicking just does nothing. There's no real reason the stances are actually necessary, it's just a mechanic they've decided to put in to make it feel all Eastern. So let's watch some combat. Remember, before combat, you had to pick a clan, then a weapon, then train in that weapon and harness your chi, level up, set your skills, meditate and prep. All of that prep for this combat system. No combos, no skills, no tactics. It's just click and wait. They have managed to make pre-combat preparation needlessly convoluted and complex and stat-heavy, while also making the actual event of combat stunningly dull. It's like you've hit both ends of the bad design spectrum, both too much to do and then nothing to do at all. I have 15,000 hit points. They are barely scratching me. I'm in no danger at all. I need to kill these guys so I can search for twigs, so I just let the attacks happen, but then the enemies are respawning faster than I'm killing them. So I start to think, right, I might as well just gather some twigs, and I just do that, while still being attacked. The bandits are more of a mild annoyance than an actual enemy threat. I just gather twigs. I'm untouchable. I don't need any more training. I'm clearly a martial arts master. After the twigs are gathered, I grab some plants. Plants guarded by snakes. Snakes actually called Stupid Snake. And with all the stuff gathered, now begins a seriously badly designed quest. I hand in all the stuff and get told now I need to go and find 5 scratchbacks. These scratchbacks are found in boxes that spawn all around the map, so I just set off running around the map, everywhere, looking for gold boxes, and they appear kind of frequently. And they often contain gold, items, or materials, but no scratchbacks. In fact, it takes me about 10 minutes to find one, and I need 5. I end up scouring the entire map and aggroing every enemy on the map, and none of them can even scratch me. I am basically a god. Eventually, after about 20 minutes, I manage to get 5 scratchbacks, and I go and hand them in. And the dude takes them, says thanks, and then the quest just stops. It's not finished, it just stops. The quest line tells me to talk to this dude. In the quest list it says talk to this dude, so I do. I talk, I trade, I exhaust every single chat option, I start and restart this dialogue tree multiple times. Nothing happens. There doesn't seem to be any way to advance this quest, at least not any that I can see. So I drop the quest and accept it again. I already have the items so I can finish it instantly, but still there's no progress getting made. I even googled the quest name and yep, it's auto-filling the suggestion. Others are struggling. Some even say it's a bugged quest. And eventually, after trial and error and some serious Google foo, this is what you need to do, but the game doesn't tell you this. Accept the quest. Gather 5 scratchbacks. Talk to the dude. Do not click talk. Click continue. Then out of the dialogue option. Open your collections menu with hotkey L. Then click and drag the 3 items he has given you into your collection tab, accepting each one individually. Then talk to him again to open a new dialog box, go to his collection chat option, and now the rewards tab will be different and you can accept the quest reward. Nowhere does it make this obvious. I had to use a guide for this. If you were to quit here, no one would blame you. Up next, kill the Bandit Boss. The entrance is through the misty forest, and this is actually pretty cool. I love when fog effects are used nicely in games, and this is a clever division of areas within the same map. So the boss is this big bandit, and he's joined by some smaller bandits, and while the fight happens, I go and make a cup of tea. Look, the animations are actually pretty good. The punches and kicks and spear moves and the enemy attacks, that's decent. But that's all you've got for the early game combat. There is nothing else here. This is a straight up 10-minute slugging match between me and him. I mean, I'm going to win, so there's no tension here, there's no drama. I kill the bandit. Or so I thought. I mean, I took his health to 0, I would assume that's killing him. So I go and hand in the quest, but no, it seems I didn't kill him. So I go back and I kill him again. Except this time, for some reason, the game decides to clip my model into his, so I'm sticking my head up his arse the entire fight. I even clicked to move away, but no, it drags me back into this stance. I guess this is the ancient art of rectum foo. I even tried killing the ads, but they respawn faster than I can kill them, so there's really no point. No skills, no tactics, no player involvement, just click and wait while being body slammed for 10 solid minutes by a giant bandit. Thankfully, someone else turns up and kills the ads for me, so thank you, whoever you were. After the bandit is definitely dead, I go and hand in the quest and get told my qigong is damaged, but not to worry because the elder will breathe his into me. I mean, at least buy me dinner first. Well, we get to qigonging and then the game crashes. Again. That's 2. So I reload and push on and oh god, oh no, no way, this game has voice acting and oh, it's just something else. Let's just enjoy this beautiful moment of voice acting together.
If you are defeated in combat and your life score depletes to 0, then you shall collapse and enter the great transition known as dying. The laws that govern life and death in the land are such that when a character reaches dying state, they must pass through 2 additional states called near death and coma. Let us more closely examine the dying states of near death and coma.
Oh god, this is so bad. They've not balanced the microphone levels, they've peaked and popped the audio, it sounds like they're recording in someone's room on a phone, and they've not trimmed the voice files correctly to fit the actual game. So the next voice file starts playing before the previous one has finished, and the vocals overlap each other. This is everything I expected it to be and more. Let's listen to the rest of this glorious bit of voice acting.
To recover a character from near-death state, Qi Gong technique. Any player can help another to recover from a near-death state through a technique called reviving Qi Gong. It is a selfless, noble act, and it is also quite easy. But it must be done quickly. If you see someone fall in combat, simply double-click on them. Some of your vital energy will be transferred, and they will be saved. So you see, it is very important to have a good relationship with fellow travelers in the land. The Buddha smiles on those who would help others by using this reviving Qi Gong technique, coma state. If a character cannot get help quickly administered during near-death state, they will fall into a coma. Once this coma state has been reached, one cannot be saved. This is an opportunity to reflect upon the choices you have made and pray for enlightenment before you revive once more in the land.
This game came out in 2007. You know what else came out in 2007? Bioshock, Portal, God of War 2, frickin' Uncharted! You have no excuse for this level of voice acting. You could have found someone on Fiverr to do a better job. And why has the resolution changed? Was this a pre-rendered in-game cutscene but only rendered at a specific client resolution, so you just forced the change? Oh, and also, you can't skip this. You have to watch it. You can only close it when it's done. And when it is done, guess what clicking close does? That's right, nothing. The close button doesn't work. You need to watch all of this and then press escape. And the irony is, I can't even remember what system the game has just explained to me because I was too distracted by the terrible voice acting. Anyway, now I'm in the Brotherhood. The quests are done and I'm kind of free to do whatever. Okay, well let's try and find some semblance of plot. I run all over the map trying to find something to do. Honestly, I wanted more martial arts and less deliver lunch using Naruto Run and then listen to some developer's daughter talk to me for 5 minutes. This feels like wasted potential, and I'll get into that more at the end. This quest explains I need to get a recommendation to join the Brotherhood properly, and I can buy one from the merchant for only 50 gold. So I go to the merchant and he says it's 100 gold. I click the, wait, I was told it was 50 option, and then the game softlocks itself. I can't do anything. There's no conversation option, no end dialogue button, no way to leave the screen. Pressing escape does nothing. I press every button on the keyboard, nothing happens. I can still click the quest reward icons, so I know the game hasn't totally frozen, there's just no way to leave this screen. This is the 3rd time I have had to restart. Oh, and a quick note about restarting. Closing the game doesn't actually close the Steam process, and clicking close on the Steam launcher still doesn't close the Steam process. The only way to actually close and then relaunch this game is to Control-Alt-Delete Task Manager and then force stop Steam. So I reload and try again, and this time I choose the chat option for OK, I'll pay 100. And here's the issue. Choosing the OK, I'll pay 100 makes the merchant say, nah, that's the old price, it's gone up to 100. So hang on, that is the response that you should have given if I clicked the 50 gold dialogue option. So what they've done is they've put the 50 gold response over the 100 gold choice and left the 50 gold choice leading to a blank soft lock state. God, this is awful. So I buy the thing, I enjoy some more cutscenes, and finally I meet the head honcho, some massive dude cradling this tiny woman. Kinda difficult to immerse myself in the game when both these models are clipping through each other and the black text at the top is spilling off the text box onto the black background behind it, making it unreadable. Talking to the lead thief gets me some new items, so I go and check the stats, and they don't have any, but they do have durability, and in the traditional crappy MMO design way, the text and the durability bar have clipped over each other. The next quest thread I find sends me running all the way to the apparent main city, a long journey with nothing exciting happening the entire way, and I'm not even trying to avoid enemies because it's not like they can hurt me. And here we reach the main city of Heferi, and oh god, no way. There are actually other players, quite a substantial amount of other players. Seriously, they are everywhere. This place is packed. And oh, that one dog sound effect is being used again. So I say hi to a group of players and I get a gold seller advertising gold to me. Oh, brilliant gold sellers, repetitive sound effects, over-the-top glowing particle effect-ridden cash shop costumes. The gang's all here. And oh yeah, we'll look at the cash shop later. Question. What is this music? The title screen was fantastic Eastern ambience. What the hell is this? So with no real direction, I check the map and ooh, to the northeast, training dungeon. That sounds awesome, could be good. So let's go see what that's all about. So I ride to the training dungeon and no, it's just a graveyard. But oh, there's an NPC, maybe she's the dungeon owner and... Oh, right, guess not. So there's no training dungeon here, there is just a huge waste of space and a large amount of disappointment. Fantastic. Gathering ground for the clans. I guess the clans are all out doing martial arty things. Well, back to the Brotherhood Thief guy, see what he's got for me. Aha, I find a new quest. Learn Qigong Defense, another skill. I just need to travel to the training ground, but... Oh, there's auto run, remember? I can use that, so I click it and... Oh, auto run is now auto teleport. Did we get tired of running, game? Did we suddenly learn how to teleport and just not mention that? Well, okay then, auto run just instantly puts you in places now. Good to know. Here's the skill training. The little ball slides around from left to right, holding left click sends it left, holding right click sends it right, and the game randomly pulls it in certain directions. I need to hold it in the middle. Thrilling. Just thrilling stuff. And again, totally 100% historically accurate. A message flashes up on screen saying, come and visit me when you want to, and honestly I'm thinking, do I want to? Can I be bothered? I'm close to wrapping this up, but fine, let's see if the game gets any better, at all. It seems the Thief Lord had his favourite wine glass stolen and I need to go and get it back, so I teleport directly to the quest enemies, kill one of them, get the glass and teleport back. You'd think if I had that kind of power I'd be doing more demanding or productive things, but no, I am an errand boy for wine glasses. Okay then. The Thief Lord declares war on the people who stole his wine glass. I contemplate telling him I'm an immortal teleporting ninja, but then decide not to. He does, however, send me to kill more of them, and now the quest list just stops displaying quest names at all. It's just blank. There is still a quest there, you can still click it, there's just no name. I need to defeat 10 secret shadow dudes, so I get started on that, and the combat continues to be boring. One of the enemies drops a stick, so I equip it. and it does more damage than my spear. It is better than the spear I am trained in, my 3-bladed spear, which I have developed a unique bond with and trained for hours with. My triple spear / triple kick thrust combo is less effective than just hitting someone with a stick I found on the floor. It also seems you can only be attacked by 3 enemies at once, because no matter how hard I try to aggro everyone, I only get attacked by 3 people, and I cannot die. So you know what, let's just check the cash shop, because you knew there was going to be one. Page 1 is a list of costumes, so I click on the details expecting to see, you know, the costume, and I'm greeted with a broken link icon and a badly formatted text box. And this is the same for all of them. No costume has a display picture. They are all broken link images. You can also buy experience boosters, experience potions, upgrade items, all the usual suspects for a free cash-driven MMO. Then I see the GM recommended item to the bottom left, so I click details, and it cycles to another item. So I click details for that item, and it cycles again, until eventually it reaches the last item in the list, and then I click details, and it shows, but the text is layered underneath the shop background graphic, so I can't read it. All the shop items cost premium currency, so I go to see how much it costs, and I click buy, and it opens an Internet Explorer window, because I mean, why wouldn't you? And oh god, look at this. Look at the bonuses you get for buying larger amounts of currency in one go. Can you see the bonuses? That's right. Nothing. The bonus for all packs is 0. And it's $4.99 for 500 coins and $49.99 for 5,000, meaning it's actually 9 cents more expensive to buy the bigger pack than just buying the small pack 10 times. This means 1 coin is roughly 1 cent, so those costumes, the ones we can't even see, are $22 each. The 30-day premium box with XP boosters is $20 and a name change is $45. I mean, this is expensive as hell, so I just click close and then nothing happens. The shop close button does not close the shop. I click it a lot and nope, still seem to be in the shop. Well, I've had enough. So I close the window by clicking the top right X of the actual window, and that doesn't work either. This must mean that... no. When the premium currency shop window is open, you soft lock the entire program. You can't close the shop window in-game and return to the game. And you can't close the actual program window as a window. What are you meant to do? Who designed this? Was this your way of trapping people in the shop? Once they go in there, they can never leave. This is, without a doubt, one of the worst systems I've ever experienced in a game, and you've got some god-awful systems, 9Dragons. The meditation you can't cancel, the quest chat option that returns a null result and soft locks the game, and now the premium shop, which basically locks the entire program up. I had to force stop Steam from Task Manager again just to close this window. So 9Dragons, it's bad. I like the idea, I like the aesthetic, and some of the attack animations are actually pretty nice to watch, but mechanically, it's crap. It's got a load of leveling and advancing systems that aren't intuitive, and that one voiceover tutorial you did was so distractingly awful I can't even remember what it was for. The meditation system is stupid, and there are so many game-locking bugs it's borderline unplayable for the casual player. I mean, normally I would end this review by giving it a score out of 10, but I'm scared if I do that it'll soft lock, so I suppose that's the award. Soft lock out of 10. Thank you for watching. Another big thank you to all the supporters on Patreon and Twitch who keep the channel going. Check the video description for how you can support the channel, join the Patreon, Twitch, Twitter or Discord, and as always, have a great day.